Hey guys, my name is Hannah and I would say let's have some fun today. So guys, first things first, I now for 10 days in my home because I have the C word and I felt really shitty the first 2 days. I couldn't move, I slept the whole day, I wasn't really able to do anything. And yesterday was the first day I felt a little bit better and I was bored. And what are you doing when you're bored at home? Yes, you're coloring your hair. Wasn't the best choice, not because I don't like the color, but because I wasn't feeling that great as I thought I was in the moment. After I dyed my hair, I had to do 2 bleaching sessions and after that a real hair dye session. I wanted to be red for such a long time and now I am, and I'm really loving the hair color. But after that I felt all over a little bit more shitty again because it was too much, the bleaching stuff in my nose and everything like that, and then I felt immediately asleep again after that. So yeah, but I don't regret it. No one can see it right now really besides my boyfriend and now you guys as well, so I'm happy that I done this for the camera. But yeah, I can't go out in the moment. It's sad, but it's like that, and I have to stay home and be safe and also protect other people with this, you know. So this is really the reddest red I have ever been and I'm really loving it. It's something between like a gingery red and a firefox red and I'm really digging it right now. I don't know what kind of red this really is, but I'm into it, to be honest. So, but let's get into the gist of this video. What I want to do today is Valentine's Day look. I'm really into those Valentine's Day looks lately and I like to watch those types of content, so I really wanted to do one as well, but I don't want to do a typical Valentine's Day look. I thought to do something like chocolate, roses and wine themed on my eyes today and on my all over face. So I really want to embrace that chocolatey rose moment and I'm really into it. So if it sounds good to you, then I would say let's get started. I have 2 super cute new clips for my hair. So let's take the hair from our face so that I have enough space to do my eye look and my face look and everything like that. And now let's zoom you in a little bit closer so you can see everything better and clearer. So I zoomed you in a little bit closer and I would say let's get right into it. I wanted to use my Pat McGrath foundation, but because I have something like a project pan, you could say, I wanted to use instead of that my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter foundation. I'm almost done with it and I'm really proud of that. So I really want to keep using it until it's gone. I think 2 to 3 more uses and then I'm finished. So let's do the last steps together, I would say. But because it's a special occasion, let's use, before we do any foundation on our face, a primer today. Usually I don't use primers, but today it's a special day, so we will use a primer. And for that I will use my Bare Mineral Prime Time Original Foundation Primer. It's this little bottle right here. And it's like a gel, you can see. I really like those jelly types of primers because I have the feeling they are the most sticky and they are actually doing something with your face, if you know what I mean. So I will use this all over my face basically. And this one is a little bit more glidey, you could say. So after we have that done, I will use my Fenty Pro Filter Foundation. I have the number 110. It's a little bit light for me, but I will work it out. Oh, you see the last drops. Maybe there aren't even 3 uses anymore. And that I will dab all over my face. And with the glidey primer underneath, it's really easy to give it a good spread. You see how light this one is for me, but we will work it out later on with bronzer and everything like that. So it will be fine. Yes, I really like how this one's pairing with the primer together. It's really natural and lightweight feeling. So now a little bit of concealer, and for that I will use my Catrice Instant Awake Concealer. I have the number 010, Cool Beige, and I discovered it lately, to be honest, that I really like this one, and I never used it that often in the past, but now I'm really into this one. I think it's making the under eyes really bright and fresh looking, and it's not too heavy, and I'm really liking it for that reason. So I will spread this one out with my finger to give me a little bit brightness under there. Not that I need it with this bright foundation anyway, but you know, the more the better, I would say. Now I would like to powder my face just a little bit. I don't want too much because I want to keep the base very fresh and romantic, if you know what I mean. So in order to do that, I think today I will use my Bare Minerals Mineral Veil Powder and spread it under my eyes and basically all over my T-zone. So to give my face a little bit more life back, I will use now a little bit of bronzer, and for that I will use my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. You can see how much it's been loved lately. It's really lightweight and airy bronzer, and therefore I'm really liking this one. I have a little bit of hard panning in here that's going on. That's really sad. I don't know how this happened, but it's there, and I can't get any more color payoff from this place, from this area right here, but yeah, I have to deal with it. So, but all in all, I really like this bronzer, and I like that you can buy a refill and not have to buy the whole component to get a new one. So I'm a big fan of that, and I have the number 2 medium, and this is the perfect bronzer shade for me. Don't forget your neck. So let's move on to the brows now. And for my brows, I didn't use this one in a very long time, but I think this one is making your brows really beautiful, airy, lightweight and fresh looking. So I will use today my Clear Feather Effect Styling Wax from Colourpop. I have the uncolored one, this clear one right here. And I will spritz a little bit of water in it. I have a little water bottle right here and spritz a little bit in there. Mostly I do 2 pumps. And swirl my little brush right in here and feather my brows up. It's that easy. So let's do it. I can't see anything in the little mirror right there because it's full of water. So I will have to switch to my other one. Yes, I really love this stuff. It's so airy, so lightweight, and your brows are looking really beautiful, fresh and set. Really love this one. I don't use it that often because it's a little bit, yeah, you have to put a little bit more effort in it if you want this type of product, because you can't just pull it out of your makeup kit and do quickly your brows. You have to spritz it first with water and everything like that, and I think because of that I don't reach that often into it. But when I'm using it, I know why I'm loving it so much again. It's a really, really nice and beautiful product. I love it. It's really, really nice made. So let's press it a little bit down so that the wax is holding everything in place, like that. Really can recommend this product. I'm really digging right now how my brows are looking. I don't even have the feeling that I have to put something else on them, but today we will put something else on. And what we will do now with our brows, I like to do lately more like a powder brow type of style, and for that I really like to use my Mulan Colourpop palette, because here are really beautiful brownish tones. I have reddish brown tones, more cooler brown tones and everything like that, so I really like to dip in this one. And what I like to do is to mix in the color True. It's this cooler brownish tone right here with Honor, this warmer tone, and I like to mix them a little bit together to get my perfect brow shade. And with just a little bit I just fill in some gaps. I really don't do much. I just like to fill in some gaps right here and there, and to cover them a little bit with the color concoction that I have on my brush. But to be honest, normally in my day-to-day life in the moment I don't really do my brows that often anymore. I just like to use some kind of wax, waxing them a little bit upwards and that they have a good hold. And that's pretty much all I do, because it's fast, simple, and I like the way they are looking with that technique, so I don't really feel the need to fill them in as much anymore. But when I do, I really like to use this palette for that. So now on to the cheeks, and because I want to do, like I told you, an more chocolate rosy wine themed type of look, I thought about to keep my cheeks pretty natural and pretty brownish, in the brownish area, because I think it will suit the overall look really well. And for that I will use my Danessa Myricks waterproof cream eyeshadow palette. I really like this stuff because you can mix and match the colors to your liking, and I'm really want to do that today, so I would say let's get into this one. So unfortunately I don't have a little spoolie to scoop this out and mix them, but I think I will use my little luxury brushes right here to do that. Then they actually get a use out of them. And I think it's a good idea to mix and match them a little bit. And I thought to take this little bit more, yeah, like, it's more like a brick brownish reddish tone right here, and mix it with the second lightest shade right here, this taupey brownie shade. And I'm really curious how this will turn out. And when it's too dark, I will also mix in a little bit of a lighter shade. That's not, yeah, it's a little bit too dark right now. It's this shade right here. So let's do the lightest shade of this palette right here and mix it also in, so that the color itself is getting a little bit lighter. Okay, yes, I think now I can use it. It's a little something right here, maybe like milk chocolate or something like that. So let's use this color. I like it, and I'm a little bit nervous as well, I don't want to lie. But let's do this. Maybe I will use this little thing right here and dot a little bit of the color right here and here. Like that, and with a relatively dirty sponge, don't look at that, I will diffuse the color on my cheek. you really don't need much of her formula. It's really, really out there, so be careful. But yeah, I think I like it. I think it's exactly what I want. A little bit up here as well, so everything is coming together in the end. And the other side as well. And of course a little bit on the brick of our nose, like that, and a little bit on the upper lip line and on the chin as well. Yes guys, I'm really liking it. It's exactly what I wanted. I'm really impressed. I didn't use this one, like I told you, for a long time now, and I'm happy I did because I think I'm reunited with this one. I'm really liking it. It's so cool that you can mix and match the colors together like you want them. I'm really digging this one right now. I will use it definitely again in the near future. So now let's come to the fun part, the eyes, and I'm really excited for that because I really want to do a chocolatey, rosy kind of a vibe for Valentine's Day. I will use today these two palettes right here. Both are from Colourpop. The first one is the Flutter palette by Colourpop, and I really love and admire the rosy tones in here. They are so beautiful, and you also have some chocolatey brownish options right here, and they are really reminding me of chocolate and of nice little cozy vibes. So this one, it's definitely one of my choices. And to get this rosy kind of a tone, this rosy wine tone, the Cherry Crush palette, I think it's again a perfect match for this kind of a look. I love the red tones, the rosy tones, and yeah, I think there will be a good match. So let's prime the eyes, and for that I will use my NYX Prove It Waterproof Eyeshadow Primer. And I will infuse it on my whole lid and on my lower lash line as well. So I would say let's start with the chocolatey vibe tones and with this palette right here, the Flutter by. And I will use a relatively small brush, again the Katie Hughes brush in the number 17. And I will start with the shade Chit Chit Changes. It's this chocolatey brownish shade right here. And start in the outer corner with it. And I try to diffuse it a little bit upwards to open my eyes a little bit more. But not too much, because we want to keep it relatively cute and innocent. I'm also working this one a little bit more into my crease to get a diffused look overall. And I also took the color and put it in my lower lash line and connecting it to my upper part. So now with a stiffer brush, it's the same, it's again Spectrum and Katie Hughes, it's the number 18. And with this one I will go into the color Float On. It's this darkenish brownish shade right here. Really like this one. And I will go as near as possible to my upper lash line and focus this color right there and drag it a little bit out at the outer corner of my eye. And I try to create something like a wing. but not really. It's just an illusion of one. Like, and connect it a little bit with the rest that's on your brush, with your lower lash line, but really just the rest that's left on your brush. So now let's come to our rosy part of this, and when I think of wine, I think more of this type of a red right here, but to be honest, this is a little bit too dark for me and I want to keep it light and fresh. So in order to do that, I would say I would like to go into the color Sweet Like. It's this one. It's more of an toppery shade, and I would say it's a hybrid color between rose and wine, so I would say it's counting as well. I really like this one. It's something like a red and rosy tone, and I really like that's more like a combo of the two. And I will take a little bit of that on my finger and I will dab it really lightly on the front part of my lid, like that. It's a little bit too much, so I will diffuse it on both sides. And with the stiffer brush, it's again the Spectrum brush in the number 20, I will diffuse the color a little bit more and get more near my tear dot, because with the finger it's harder to diffuse the color right in there. But there's no really additional product on this brush, so it's just with the color that's on my lid right now that I diffuse it a little bit more. And with the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill brush, it's a really fluffy brush, it's the number 34, I will diffuse it. And with the Dense and Stiffer brush again, with the number 20, I will go in this shade Black Cherry. I would say this is more like the matte version of the color we used before, of that color. I really like that as well. And I will just use a little bit, you see it's packing a punch, and put it on my lower lash line near my tear dot. But really lightly, because we will also go in there with a brightening shade after that. And I drag it a little bit out. And I think today's the day where I will use this special brush from Katie Huygens in the number 9. And I will put a little bit of concealer right there. Really a teensy bit of concealer, like that. And I will try to make the lines a little bit clearer, so that they are matching a little bit better. I think we are done with this palette right here. Let's switch again to our Flutterby palette. And here I will take the color Sunflare. This is a more rosy tone. I will use the Dancer brush again, it's the number 18. And I will go really lightly in this Sunflare color right here. And I will focus this color really near on my lower lash line, near by my tear dot, like that. And I will also take a little bit on my finger, a little bit too much, and I will focus it in the middle of my eyelid, in the center, so there's a little bit of light, and I drag it a little bit upwards to my brow bone. So because I don't want to forget the chocolate theming, I will go again into the color Chit Changes right here on the same brush, and I will drag it a little bit on my lower lash line again. so that it's more chocolatey than anything else. So now with my finger I will tap really, really lightly in there, because I can't go by it and ignore it because it's so beautiful. I will go a little bit into the glitter overpacked. It's this one. Guys, it's so beautiful. I need to use a little bit of that, just a little bit, and I use too much. No, but this time I will dab it a little bit off of my finger, and I will focus it really near my upper lash line. So I have a little bit of twinkle right there. And the rest I will drag a little bit out, like that. Can you see it? I focused it really near my upper lash line, so that we have a little spark of interest right there, but it's not too much. So to top it off, I will go with the Nudie NYX lip liner pencil in my waterline. It's the color Neutral. And I will take this one on my waterline. And because I really want light and airy eyelashes, I will use my Essence Lash Princess Volume Mascara. It's this one. I'm really liking it for that type of a look. Don't worry, I didn't forget my inner corner. For that I will use a highlighter. It's again from Colourpop, the designer collection, and I have the color Horse and Carriage. And I will take a little bit on my pinky, like that, and drag it in my inner corner. And with a bigger, fluffier brush, the number 17 again, I will go again in my inner corner and drag it a little bit out. But I tap it really, really lightly in there, so it's not too much. And we will use this highlighter also as a highlighter on our face. So let's take it a little bit. I use again the Spectrum and Kate Hugin's brush number 8. Put it as a highlighter. It's really icy and really bare, so it's really a beaming one. Be aware of that. If you don't want that, then maybe use a lighter and area highlighter, maybe something like a champagne one, but I really feeling this one right now, so. And a little bit on the bridge of my nose and on the tip of my nose. Last but not least, we come to the lips, and for that I will use my Bare Minerals lipstick in the color Willpower, and I think it's perfect for our theming because it's like a dark chocolatey kind of a shade. Really love this one. And without a lip liner or something like that, I will spread it in the middle of my lip area. And with my finger I will drag it out a little bit. And try to make something like a blotted lip type of a style almost. I wanted to top this one off with a lip gloss, but I think I'm really liking it how it is right now, so I think I won't do that. I really like the vibe that's going on here. So guys, here's the look all zoomed out. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I think I really like the primer and the Fenty Pro Filter Foundation combo that I have going on right here. Everything is looking really smooth and nice right now because of that combo. I will keep that in mind next time I'm using it, but like I told you and like you see and like you saw, the foundation will be gone in a couple of uses, so I won't have my fun with it anymore. But with the time being, with this foundation, I definitely will do this combo again. I really like it. And I hope you like my chocolatey, yeah, wine and rose themed makeup look that I have going on right here. I really like this one for Valentine's Day look, for a movie night, for a wine night at home or something like that. So I'm really love how it turned out all in all. I hope you like it too, and you will try it maybe at home as well for yourself. I also like really how floaty, airy and light this look is also looking on the other hand, and it's really pairing well together in my opinion. So I'm really pleased with the outcome of it, I would say. And yeah guys, I hope you liked this video overall. I hope you give it a thumbs up. I thank you again for watching my videos, for following me, for the sweet comments I get here and there. I'm really happy with them. I'm really happy with this channel right now, how it is and how it continues to grow and everything like that. So thank you for that again. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I really had my fun with you together for sure. And I would say we will see each other in my next one. Until then, bye guys.